Hello, today we're talking about metric units of length. Now we've talked about customary units quite a bit in last chapter. Today we're starting with our metric units, okay? So if we can always remember, King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. We will be rocking the measurements chapter. Okay. Let's investigate. Let's write the appropriate unit of metric measurement to match the description of each object. All right, so the length of a highway between towns. What would that be? 50 what? Would we say 50 kilometers? 50 hectometers? 50, whoa. Sorry. 50 decameters, okay, 50 units, which would be meters, okay. $50 decimeters, 50 centimeters, or 50 millimeters. Now, this side of the unit are the big ones, and this side of the unit are the teeny tiny ones, okay? So, the length of a highway between towns is pretty long. So, I would say 50 kilometers, and km is the abbreviation for kilometers. How about the length of a key? The key that you use to unlock your door at your house. How long would that be? 7, what do you think? Decimeters, centimeters, or millimeters? We know that it's one of the small ones. I would probably say 7 centimeters. Or decimeters. Okay, the height of a tree. 15, a tree's pretty tall. Would it be 15 millimeters? No, millimeters are tiny. We got to go on the big side. Hectometers are huge. Decameters, that'd probably be 15. Actually, 15 meters would probably be all right. Okay, the length of an ant. 5, ants are tiny, so 5 millimeters. A height of a person. 2, what do you think? 2 meters. I probably would say 2 meters. And the length of a fork. 17 centimeters. Okay? All right. Let's use the centimeter cubes right here to estimate the length of a spoon. Okay? Since we can't move these little cubes, let's draw what they would possibly be. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I would estimate that the spoon is approximately 7 centimeters. So the object is a spoon, and the length is 7 centimeters. Okay? I have some centimeter cubes that I'd like you to use in measuring 2 other objects around the classroom. Okay? Please write the object and the length in your math journal. The centimeter cubes are up at the front of the classroom underneath our rock posters. So please help yourself to those when you are ready. Okay, now for the math in my world. Doug is growing carrots in his garden. He pulled out a carrot for lunch. Measure the carrot to the nearest centimeter. Okay, so the first thing we do is align the 0 on the ruler with the left side of the carrot. Right there. The carrot, so then we look this way, to the end of the carrot. The carrot is closer to 12 centimeter mark than the 11 centimeter mark. So the carrot is almost 12 centimeters long. See, it's right there. Okay, for example 2, we need to choose the best estimate for the length of a student's desk. Okay, 10 millimeters equals 1 centimeter. So the length of your desk, what do you think? Is it 5 centimeters, 5 millimeters, 50 centimeters, or 50 millimeters? A desk has to be long enough to work on, so centimeters are a better estimate than millimeters. So we're going to cross out millimeters because millimeters are the smallest unit in the normal metric system that we use. So you will rarely need more than millimeters. And millimeters are like, we would measure tiny ants and bugs with millimeters. So let's not use millimeters to measure the length of our desk. Since 5 centimeters, 5 millimeters, and 50 millimeters are all too small, 5 centimeters is really small too. The answer is 50 centimeters, or choice C. Okay, now I'd like you to pause your recording and describe a situation in Schoology where it would be appropriate to measure an object using millimeters. Please respond to that discussion question and 2 others while you are in there. And then you may begin the assignment, which is posted on the whiteboard for you. Thank you and good luck. Actually, we're going to do the guided practice all together. Okay? So estimate the length of the grasshopper, then measure to the nearest centimeter. Okay, I'm going to estimate that that grasshopper is probably 5 centimeters long. Okay, now I'm going to get my ruler and actually measure the length of that grasshopper. Yeah, thanks. Okay, now I've got my ruler, and I'm going to put the 0 right here on this line. Oh, and look, when I measure that, it is a little bit past 2.5 centimeters. So, since it's past 2.5, it would estimate to the nearest centimeter as 3 centimeters. Okay? All right, choose the best estimate for the length of a kayak. Ooh, the length of the kayak. I'm guessing that it is a kayak in real life and not on the picture. So 6 centimeters, let me show you what 6 centimeters would look like. 6 centimeters is from here to here. Could a kayak be that short? No. If it is, we're in trouble. Okay, 2 meters. 2 meters is pretty long, so that's maybe an option. 6 meters is even longer than 2 meters. 6 meters is pretty long too. How about 2 kilometers? No way. Kilometers are like comparative to a mile in length. So they're a little bit shorter than a mile, but 2 kilometers is still way too big for a kayak. So it's not 6 centimeters, it's not 2 kilometers. 2 meters is similar to 2 yards. Do you think a kayak would be 2 yards? William says no. Do you think a kayak would be 6 meters?
I don't know.
I think that's more like it, that 6 meters is more appropriate for the length of a kayak. All right, now you can go to the board and look for your assignment. And good luck.